Good day. Sun is out bright. Trucks are racing up and down the road like they are late. This year has been interesting. They've thrown everything imaginable at you this year. From the beginning of the year, heading on into the coming winter solstice. I am placing a link in the description if you are up for the quote unquote shenanigans. The link will be in the description. Ground yourself for the coming CW. Okay? You have been set up. You've been distracted upon distractions upon distractions. As of today, if there are still people you don't like because of a particular skin color, you're on the wrong channel. Okay? So you still got a thing against Chinese people, you still got a thing against, Indian people, you still got a thing against, white people, you still calling white people the devil, you got a thing against black people, you on the wrong channel. And please stay out of my inbox. Alright? Some of you are progressing, and many of you have regressed. Right? Want to escape. Want to escape this reincarnation, dark side of the moon trap, the cycle that you get caught in, myself included. And I personally, I'm not here to teach you anything. I plant seeds. Agree with it, rock with it. Look it up. Don't. Good luck on your journey. I think the Egyptians, there were a group of Egyptians that had this figured out. And many of us who grew up studying Egyptian, I'm just using Egypt as an example, Egyptian lifestyles and practices, even down to their funerals or how they handled their dead. There was some real pointed keys into that whole experience. Mummification. Pyramids were they built as burial chambers? No. I'm not going to get into what the pyramids were built for because that's already been done very well. All of you have smartphones. All of you are able to pursue that information just as easy as it is to find out where the nearest Walmart is. My gosh. Right? But what you might have missed was the purpose of mummification. What if the purpose of mummification was to escape the matrix? Let me explain. Live your life, die, don't get to break out of this matrix. Moon matrix, back here, new body, maybe new gender, no memory. It's over and over and over and over. What if there was a way to bypass that and escape the matrix? By fooling those who are in charge of the matrix into believing that you were still here even though you had already left your body. Mummification? Could mummification been part of that process? Those who are in control of the cycle of the moon, recycling the souls through the moon matrix, may be fooled that through the mummification process you were actually still on the planet but your soul had escaped here. It's a thought. It's a thought, and it's a very interesting thought if you are on this level. Okay? It's a thought. Interested in your opinion on that. That's a thought. Eventually, we would wake up enough to not fall for your distractions. Okay? So I know it sounds harsh. Yeah, I'm not moved by cop killings anymore. It's not. I don't have any contracts to experience that kind of stuff. At this moment, I'm experiencing the full rising gamma rays of the sun. Awesome. Grounding. Awesome. Oh, Mike, why are you wearing sunglasses? I'm wearing sunglasses at the moment just because of where the sun is at on the road that I'm traveling on. And I like to be able to, navigate these cars. But other than that, I would be letting my eyes take the full intake of sun. I said earlier, beware the coming CW. I didn't say what CW was, but that's also in the link in the description, and I don't need to talk about stuff that's already talked about, but I will mention it. This reality has proven itself to be used to control us by promoting fear, promoting separation, promoting anxiety, promoting hate. Me personally, I just don't wish to subscribe to that. Okay? The more time I spend alone by myself, the more time I have to process my own thoughts and without the distraction of television, news, voting, any of that stuff. Yes, I said voting. Listen, I voted for Obama the first time he ran. Second time he ran, I was over it. I was like, oh, nah. I no longer subscribe to politics because we say things slow now. Politics. What does poly mean? What does tick? What is a tick? Think about it. Link in the description. What does blue combined with red make? What color does that make? Think about it. Seeds planted. Link in the description. When does the news media, since we're talking about politics, when does the news media ever declare the winner of an election? Think about it. Never. You're being set up. All of you who went out there and pulled the lever for creepy Mo, and believe creepy Mo's gonna be the president, the first, female fake African American is gonna be vice president. You're so happy about that. Good chance you're gonna have the rug snatched from under your feet when you find out that that creepy Mo, great possibility, he actually did not win. Okay? And you get the orange Flintstone tablet in his place. Be prepared for that. That is the setup to trigger you emotionally. That's going to be the setup, one of the setups to trigger you emotionally. And they're not done with C-19. Okay? And another lockdown. Be prepared for it. I wouldn't be emotionally invested in any of that. A lot of you are going to be triggered to march. A lot of you are going to be triggered to buy firearms. A lot of you are going to be triggered that you have to take some kind of action and march and protest and riot. And listen, they threw the whole kitchen sink at you this year to get you triggered. All right? Respond, not react. So I'm choosing to respond. I'm not getting involved in no civil war. You kidding me? What I am doing is figuring out what I need to do, and what I need to do for those who are close to me, who are open to the shenanigans on how to to rise above all of this. I I watched a movie called The Aviator. You know, kid. I forget the, the lead character's real name in real life. Um, Same kid that played in the Titanic, DiCaprio, whatever his name is. Um, he's building, airplanes that fly, above the weather, so there's no turbulence. That was his whole thing, the study of aviation. So he could build a fleet of planes that can fly above the weather. That's what where I'm at. Where I'm at personally is flying above the turbulence. Not interested in it. Not. We've been through a lot. We've been put in situations to be severely triggered. You know, and we've handled those tests successfully sometimes, and sometimes we've handled those tests unsuccessfully. But it all served, you know, the purpose of expanding, and becoming closer to your source reference point, source reference, your higher self, connecting to your higher self, to allow you to be grounded and to tap into information that you already know. Now, for the last 20 odd years or whatever, I've been hitting information really, really hard, studying information, any information I can get my hands on, any information. And what I found on my journey is that it's not necessarily about the information. The information can lead to growth, but the most powerful tool in this whole process is the I Magi Nation. I Magi Nation. You are a nation of magicians. And you do your magic through your I Magi Nation. Right? Focused thought. Example. Open field. Green grass. Rustling stream on the right side. A mountain view in the distance. Crickets. The sound of crickets. The sound of cicadas coming out after being on the ground for 17 years. The sound of birds, the sound of water, children laughing in the background. Pause. Could you hear any of that? Could you see any of what I just said? Could you hear the cicadas? Could you hear the crickets? Could you hear the water, the sound of the rustling water? Could you hear the children laughing? Example, decent example of focused thought and utilizing your I Magi Nation.